name's Evan, and today we'll be making an orange carrot juice using our Nama cold press juicer, Vitality 5800.
6 hours later.
After assembling your ingredients, the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and wash your fruits and vegetables. I've already done so we're ready to go. Also, I like to store it in a mason jar. First thing we're going to need is to cut up the fruits and vegetables. We have 4 apples, 2 oranges, and 6 medium to large size carrots. Now we want to make sure that everything fits in the port for the juicer, so we got to cut some things down to size. You notice some of the carrots don't fit, and some of them do. First thing, let me show you how I cut the apples. Now, we're going to want to remove the seeds and the core from the apple and the stem. So first I just cut it in half, and with each half I remove the core by cutting on each edge of this core, which gives me the centerpiece that has the core in it, and then I cut that off too. So we're left with some apple pieces and minimal amount of waste. You got to do that to both sides, and the stem will naturally be removed as well, as it's in that same part. So this gives you the least amount of waste, in my opinion, with the most amount of fruit. And of course, feel free to nibble on the little scraps. These can be used later to make things like apple cider vinegar, home incenses, or put in your compost. So as you get the hang of this, it'll become quicker and easier for you. Or feel free to cut it up any way you choose, as long as it fits in the top there. And like always, when handling a knife, be careful to not cut yourself. So after I've done the apples, I'll go ahead and move on to the carrots. And if they're too thick to fit in, we're going to need to cut them down to size. But the carrots more or less can go in whole, so this piece I'll leave alone. And this piece I'll just cut in half. The rest of these pieces should fit in this. These pieces should fit in the juicer hole. This one will need a little bit of resizing. Here we go. And sometimes I remove the tops if you're already cutting it, but on other ones, I'll just send the top right on through. So next we have the oranges. There is a lot of nutrients stored in the rinds of fruits. So if you leave them on, you'll receive more nutrients. However, with citrus in particular, it can make your juice a little bit more sour. So that's going to be up to you to decide whether to remove them or not. But do remove the stickers if you don't. I'll take off the stickers here. I'm going to go ahead and choose to leave mine on for this. And so we're going to want to cut it in half and then quarters. That'll make sure it fits in nice and easy. Sometimes the wedges can go in, actually. Now we have all of our fruits and vegetables cut and ready for juicing. Next step is to turn on the juicer, which the button here is on the front. We want to put it in the up or on position. The plunger will assist us if any fruits need a gentle push. Now, I try to think of the juicer much like our own system, our mouth and our teeth and our digestive system. Now, you wouldn't want somebody to force food down your mouth. You need some time to chew. So I like to think of the juicer the same way. It does need a little bit of time to process masticating some of the fruits. So feel free to load it generously. And if it's getting a little stuck, maybe give it a second to catch up. And I like to give it a light push, not be too forceful at all. Unless something's really stuck, then sometimes you gotta push it down in there. The other thing I like to do is I like to rotate what kinds of, like how much fiber and what the different juiciness levels of the items are. So a carrot, for example, isn't very juicy, it has a lot of fiber. It's really good at pushing the other stuff through. So I'll alternate loading like the apple and the orange and some carrots. Just give it kind of a variety. When making this juice in particular, the oranges are the juiciest and the carrots are the least juiciest. So I do like to make sure that I'm ending the juice by pushing through a carrot or two. Always keep an eye on your reservoir here. If it gets full, you will need to empty it into the lower container, which mine's just about full. I'm going to give you guys a close-up on that because it's a little satisfying to lift up the lever here. So when your reservoir is full again, you can open this up. If you don't want any pulp to come in, you can do it gently, and you can see there is a little tab in there that's going to hold back more pulp. For me, I don't really mind. Look at that. Ooh, so good. Close the lever back up and finish juicing. You can see we have a little traffic jam here, so let's just give it a light push, you know, let gravity do most of the work. Now, as you can see, I'm all finished. I've just got a couple pieces of carrots left, and that'll kind of give everything a final push through. Sometimes your juicer can get a little bit noisy. Don't worry, other times it can shake a little bit. All those things are completely normal. You'll know it's done when pulp stops coming out the exit here. And that's when you want to throw it in reverse, just to make sure nothing's stuck in there and give it a final little go through. So let me give you a close-up for this as well. When the pulp is more or less finished coming out of the end, you'll want to throw your juicer in reverse. And I just leave this open to let all the last droplets fall through. Here's our switch. Turn it to the off position, and then you hold reverse. You could take a look in the top to see if there's any fruits or vegetables that are coming back up, which there's not. Another strategy I use is to put the plunger in, and when it's in reverse, it'll push the plunger back up if there's stuff in there. So we're pretty good with that. this juice is done, ready for tasting, and then on to cleaning the container. After we're done juicing, I like to give it a little stir. You can use the knife or any other kitchen utensil, of course, and a little taste. So I'll fill up my jar first, usually, to see how much I have, and this one fits just right. If you're not going to drink it immediately, you can seal and store in the fridge. You do want to consume fresh cold pressed juices, usually within about 3 days of making them. Also, with all your scraps, you can put these in the compost or use them to make other things. Now that we've completed our juicing process, it's time to take a taste. If you do store this overnight or for a period of time in the fridge, it's a good idea to give it a shake. Normal settling and separation will occur. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and like this recipe. Happy juicing!